Nigerian Boko Haram militants have carried out an attack on Chad overnight. This is the first such assault on Chadian soil by the militants. An army spokesperson says fighters crossed Lake Chad in 4 motorboats and attacked a village. The militant group was pushed back by Chadian troops after killing several people. Chad recently joined Nigeria, Niger and Cameroon in a military coalition against Boko Haram. Meanwhile, Nigerian officials say the troops have repelled a Boko Haram attack on the northeast city of Gombe. Soldiers and a fighter jet were used in a counterattack after Boko Haram fighters overran a checkpoint on the edge of the city. The insurgents were retreating towards their stronghold in the state of Borno.
Aerial footage shows parts of a village in Chad that's been burnt by Boko Haram militants. Officials say they've killed several people, including a local chief. It's the first known lethal attack in the country by the group. Dozens of militants arrived by motorized canoe at Ngubwa on the shores of Lake Chad and attacked the area. They were then driven back by the army, which has joined a regional offensive against Boko Haram. The United Nations Refugee Agency says residents are fleeing Ngubwa and they need help.
With the violence that's plagued northeast Nigeria spilling over into Niger, Cameroon and Chad, UNHCR is now calling for urgent humanitarian access to refugees and internally displaced people in these countries to provide urgently needed assistance. For many refugees, for locals, for aid workers too, the situation is now becoming increasingly terrifying.
Boko Haram has killed thousands in neighboring Nigeria. They've stepped up cross-border attacks in recent weeks in their campaign to carve out an Islamist emirate around the Lake Chad area, which borders Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon and Niger. Meanwhile, prosecutors and civic leaders from several U.S. cities will convene at a White House summit this week to discuss ways of countering violent extremism. This will include ways on how to shut off terrorist recruiting pipelines that have sent Western fighters to conflicts in the Middle East and Africa. The U.S. Attorney's offices from Minneapolis, Los Angeles and Boston will discuss the progress of pilot programs in those cities to counter the causes of radicalization, particularly in immigrant populations, in hopes of breaking the recruiting cycle.